Very good morning, children. I am L.K. Tripathi here. Dear children, we shall start History Chapter 8. The topic is the First Empire, the Mauryas. This chapter will enable us to know about the Mauryan dynasty, about the Mauryan rule, who were the prominent rulers of this dynasty. All these facts will come out from this chapter. So, let's start this chapter now. Early humans lived in caves and pit dwellings in order to keep themselves warm as well as protected from the dangers of nature like lightning, thunderstorms, and wild animals. In modern times, in some regions, humans live in houses built above the ground level on stilts. They are called chain ghars and are found in the north eastern state of Assam. Can you think why people live in such houses? This chapter will give us information about this fact. This is very true. Many times you have studied in previous class also. Early human lived in caves and pit dwellings to save themselves from the danger animals of the forest. Also, they protected themselves from the nature like rain, thunderstorms, and other type of disasters. In modern era, some regions are there in India. Still, people live in different types of houses. They are built above the ground level on stilt. Stilt houses are those houses which are built above the ground, means the ground which is highly settled to save themselves from floods, natural disasters, and other type of natural calamity. They are known stilt houses. Mostly they are found in northeastern state of Assam. There we can find such types of houses. People live there on the bank of rivers, Brahmaputra and other small rivers. Let's carry on and know about the chapter. During the age of the Buddha and Mahavira, the large Mahajanpadas, headed by different tribal leaders, dotted the landscape of the Indian subcontinent. Expansion of territories led to the realization of the concept of an empire comprising a number of kingdoms united together into a political unit under a centralized leadership. As we have seen in the last chapter, the expansion of territories led to the realization of the concept of an empire comprising number of kingdoms united together. ये बहुत सारे किंगडम्स, बहुत सारे महाजनपदास जो डिफरेंट ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी से बिलोंग करते थे, उनके लीडर्स इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट में एक लैंडस्केप बना के डॉट करके रहते थे. ये मतलब दे सोन देयर एरियाज, देयर रीजन्स up to the mark. We have already read how under mighty rulers such as Bimbisara and his son Ajatashatru, Magdha emerged as the most powerful we have studied about the Bimbisara and Ajasatru. Both were the son and father. Bimbisara was the father of Ajasatru. Ajasatru was very ambitious ruler, but he was very strong ruler. No doubt about that. He spread, extend his empire up to the large areas. Though Bimbisara was also very strong, he also extend his empire largely. So during that time, Mahajanpada in North India emerged as the most powerful region. They belong to a line of rulers called the Haranyakas or Haranyaka dynasty. They were born in this dynasty, Haranyaka dynasty or Haranyaka, Haranyakas. The Haranyakas were succeeded by another line of rulers named the Shishnagas. इसको शिशुनागा डायनेस्टी भी कहा जाता था. ये जो शिशुनागा डायनेस्टी थे उन्होंने हरण्यका डायनेस्टी को सक्सीड किया हुआ था. द शिशुनागास वेयर सक्सीडेड बाई स्टिल अनदर लाइन ऑफ रूलर्स द नंदास. शिशुनागा डायनेस्टी को नंद डायनेस्टी ने सक्सीड किया था. Mahapadmananda was one of the important rulers of this dynasty. The founder of Nanda dynasty was Mahapadmananda. He was also very ambitious ruler in the history of ancient India. With a large, powerful and trained army at his disposal, he exercised considerable influence over other rulers of his time. He had a strong army, he had a powerful army, and exercised considerable influence over other rulers of his time. He tried to suppress all the rulers of that time and tried to annex their territories. In about 326 BC, when the ruler of Macedonia, Alexander, known as Alexander the Great, attacked northwestern India, Magdha was ruled by Dhanananda, the son and successor of Mahapadmananda. When Alexander, जिसको हम हिंदी में सिकंदर भी कहते हैं, he is referred as Alexander the Great. He entered in northwestern part of India, means through the way of Afghanistan. That time, the ruler of Magadha was Dhanananda, the son of Mahapadmananda. Alexander's invasion. अलेक्जेंडर का इन्वेशन हम देखते हैं किस तरह से इसने अटैक किया था इंडिया के ऊपर. Alexander was a great military leader. He had a highly skilled army under the control of brave and committed commanders. His main commander was Seleucus. He was very strong, powerful, clever and very trained commander of his army. No doubt, Alexander had a great army, well trained, well modernized, well equipped. He entered the Indian subcontinent through the northwestern passes and defeated a number of frontier states. Contemporary accounts clearly indicate that he had a tough fight with a gallant Indian king named Porus. He occupied many Indian territories in the northwestern part of India, but he had to face a great problem, great rivalry, great battle against Porus, known as Puru also. He was very gallant and strong, powerful ruler of that region, whose kingdom was on the west banks of river Indus. इंडस के किनारे इनकी टेरिटरी थी, इनका किंगडम था। वहीं पर अलेक्जेंडर से इनका युद्ध हुआ था। द बैटल इज नोन इन हिस्ट्री एज द बैटल ऑफ हाइरस्पेस मीन्स झेलम। इसको झेलम के युद्ध के नाम से भी जाना, झेलम जो रिवर है, झेलम रिवर के नाम से भी इस युद्ध को जानते हैं। इट रिजल्टेड इन अलेक्जेंडर्स विक्ट्री, दो अलेक्जेंडर was victorious in this battle. He crossed Indus and continued eastwards into the North Indian heartland, and he marched towards the North Indian heartland that was known as eastward, मतलब पूरब की तरफ, जो भारत का हृदय कहा जाता है, वो उधर की तरफ मूव किया वहाँ से। However, his soldiers refused to fight, probably because they were homesick and they had heard tales of the powerful Nanda army. Though his army refused not to go ahead for other fight, as they had heard about the strong and powerful Nanda army, Magdha's army. Alexander was thus forced to retreat. Before he returned, he appointed governors in India to look after the territories conquered by him. So, though he decided to return from there, but he appointed a governor to the territories which he had occupied already. Alexander's attack broke the strength of tribal states of North India. और अलेक्जेंडर का यह आक्रमण जो है, जो नॉर्थ इंडिया की ट्राइबल स्टेट थे, उनको तोड़ दिया था। ये आपस में छिन्न भिन्न हो गए थे। चंद्रगुप्ता, ए यंग एंड एम्बिशियस वॉरियर फ्रॉम मगधा, grabbed this opportunity to establish control over these states and build an empire. Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of Maurya dynasty, he got better opportunity to root out the Nanda dynasty and establish his own kingdom, own control, and build his own empire. Magdha became his capital. Dhanananda, the king of Magdha, had a large and powerful army. However, he was not popular among his subjects. Chandragupta, with the support of his chief advisor and mentor Chanakya, overthrew him and led the foundation of the Mauryan dynasty. मौर्य डायनेस्टी का इस्टेब्लिशमेंट यहाँ चंद्रगुप्त ने चाणक्य की सहायता से, जो उसके प्रधानमंत्री भी थे और मेंटर भी थे, उनकी सहायता से उसने अपनी डायनेस्टी को यहाँ पर इस्टेब्लिश किया। नेक्स्ट, फ्रॉम हियर मौर्य डायनेस्टी वी शैल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन, गुड बाय।